Carmen Fariña will retire from her position as New York City Schools Chancellor in the coming months, according to city officials familiar with the discussions. Her retirement is expected to be announced on Thursday. Ms. Fariña has run the nation's largest school system since Mayor Bill de Blasio took office 4 years ago. She inherited the Department of Education from the administration of Mayor Michael R. Bloomberg, which had shredded the traditional playbook for running the city's schools. It redesigned how students applied to high school, gave more power to principals, closed struggling schools and opened hundreds of new ones. Ms. Fariña's tenure, by contrast, bears the marks of a steady march forward. Graduation rates and test scores have risen, and she has bent a behemoth city agency toward her preferred methods, but there was no sense of the transformational turning of a great ship. In a letter that is expected to be sent out on Thursday morning, Ms. Fariña writes, 4 years ago, Mayor de Blasio asked me to unretire at age 70 to join his leadership team and become school's chancellor. She writes that she took the job with a firm belief in excellence for every student, in the dignity and joyfulness of the teaching profession, and in the importance of trusting relationships where collaboration is the driving force, adding that she plans to retire, again, in the coming months. On the most visible level, under Ms. Fariña, the department turned away from Mr. Bloomberg's strategy of closing large, low-performing schools and opening new, smaller schools in their place. Instead, Ms. Fariña invested in a model called community schools, which aimed to raise achievement by infusing schools with social services designed to address the challenges of poverty. The most prominent test of that theory has been the department's Renewal Schools program. The city paired 94 struggling schools with social service organizations, in addition to providing them with coaching and an extra hour of class each day. The program has been costly. It is expected to total more than $500 million by the end of this school year, and its results have been mixed. The department has decided to close or merge 33 of the schools, including a group of 14 whose fate was announced on Monday. Where the Bloomberg administration was known for its love of data, Ms. Fariña, a career educator who was a teacher, principal, superintendent and deputy chancellor during her 50-year career, preferred to depend on her intuition, or that of her deputies. Early in her tenure, she walked into a meeting where officials were poring over spreadsheets looking for model schools and said, "I know a good quality school when I'm in the building." The vast majority of the 1.1 million students in New York schools are poor minority children, and the issue of equity hangs over the system. The sought-after schools with high graduation rates and stellar test scores have disproportionately high populations of white and Asian students, while struggling schools are largely populated by Black and Hispanic children. Many of the education department's signature policies, like expanded pre-K, fall under the umbrella of what the city calls its Equity and Excellence for All agenda, which aims to improve every school for every child, adding computer science and advanced placement classes to schools, for example.